Hello.
Then. Now.
Countdown to the queens.
Episode number 500.
Forever.
Looks like hell froze over.
Without any more further ado,
Together.
let's jump straight into the show. Hello, back to episode number, I think it's 80 of the TEW IX Challenge Run. We're here for ECW for December the 10th, 2024. It is the go-home show for Saturday night's main event. Last week we did find out who would be the number one contender for Warden on that show when Sheamus won a a gauntlet match to earn the shot at Warden's championship at the pay-per-view. Plus Blair Davenport and Ruby Riott going at it on the show. Tonight we have what did we announce for tonight heading into the show? Don't think we announced any matches for tonight's show, but Adam Cole returned at the end of last week's ECW show, so he's here tonight. We will hear from him to kick off the show, and a whole lot more. So without any more further ado, let's jump straight into the show. Adam Cole, baby, makes his way down to the ring to kick off the night. He says, "Who's ready for story time with Adam Cole, baby?" I forgot to take him out of the fucking stable again. Obviously, ignore that he's got the Paragon background. He's not in the group anymore. He says, "So, back in Auckland, my world championship run, my ECW world championship run came to an end. When on that night, I came up short. I wasn't the better man against the man who you now know as the ECW world champion, Warden. Now, Warden he's a tough son of a bitch, so obviously losing to him, it's enough to turn my nose up at, and I would actually come out here and congratulate Warden after the show, if I was able to, because I wasn't, because after that match I was surprised and jumped by people who I thought were my friends. People I thought were my family, Dolph Ziggler and the rest of the Paragon, my Paragon that I brought to success. Dolph, before he was forced to join the Paragon back at WrestleMania, his career wasn't looking so good. So, in many ways, Dolph Ziggler can thank Adam Cole baby for him still having a career here in WWE, but I digress. Apparently, the Paragon was just too much about Adam Cole. And Dolph Ziggler has used that as a mask to brand the Paragon under Adam Cole as selfish, when in reality we all know what it is. It's that we weren't focused enough on Dolph Ziggler for Dolph Ziggler's liking. The Fritz brothers came out here 2 weeks ago. They won a match, and all Dolph Ziggler ran about was how long it had been since you'd seen them in tag team action. Do you really care, Dolph? Because I was watching last week, or 2 weeks ago, ahead of the gauntlet match, when you schemed, to make sure you won the gauntlet, because it was all about you and Dolph Ziggler getting his ECW championship back. You're no different than I am, Dolph, except you masquerade your true intentions as caring about the others, when you just don't want to lose your pawns. You don't want to lose your meal tickets, okay? Because the last time you lost your meal tickets, sure, you became ECW champion, but what'd you do since then, Dolph, huh? Not a whole lot of anything, if I recall. But one thing you don't do is you don't take out Adam Cole baby and keep him down, no sir. Because I'm back here tonight and it looks like somebody's not going to Saturday night's main event to wrestle Warden for the ECW championship because of me. That's when Dolph Ziggler comes out by himself. He goes, "You know something, Cole? I'm sure a lot of people here are going to buy into all the words you spit. Just as myself and Cesaro and David and Kevin may have bought into the words that you spat during our time under your rule. But that's all they are, Cole. Words. Last week, you managed to get the jump on old DZ because I wasn't expecting you. Congratulations, kid. I didn't see you coming and you got the jump on me. But let's make one thing perfectly sure. I would be challenging Warden to get back my ECW World Championship this Saturday night instead of Sheamus if it wasn't for you sticking your nose in my business because you couldn't handle having a little heart broken. Cole, you know something? I was just getting the jump on you before you got the jump on us, okay? Because you've got a history of stabbing people in the back, you know? You remember the Undisputed Era, huh? How did that end? Because of you. We were going down the exact same path. Now we're united, now we're together as one. And once Sheamus steps into that ring on Saturday night and loses to Warden because he shouldn't be getting the change of opportunity in the first place, then I'll be challenging Warden and I will be getting that World Championship back. And if you dare try and get the jump on me again this time, I'll see you coming, boy. There's only one of you and there's 4 of us. What are you going to do about it? That's when Sheamus comes and goes, hold on, fellas. You know, this whole drama here, this little who's friends with who. You see, that don't really concern me. I don't care. You can continue to yank at each other's throat and pull each other's hair out for all I care. All I care about is my World Championship match this Saturday night. And you, Dolph, after all these years, you're still disrespecting me. How many times have I had to kick your face off for you to get the message, fella? You said that I don't deserve that ECW World Championship match. You may be right. But I won the gauntlet match, so I'm getting the championship opportunity, whether you like it or not, Ziggler. As a matter of fact, your man Adam Cole in there, he does make a couple of great points. You see, Cole, I see exactly what Dolph Ziggler's doing. I see exactly where he's going, because Dolph Ziggler, he's not a team player. He's always and has always been about just himself. Of course, oh, okay, so you want some of this as well, okay? You want to get on the Paragon's bad side, Sheamus. Well, okay, well, why don't I go hit up Cesaro and, you know, ask him how it is to team with Sheamus, because that whole thing between you and him, that didn't end so well either, did it? Sheamus goes, well, kinda, you know. I tried to take the Intercontinental Championship off him, but that's by the by. But tonight I'm free, and I need to get a little tune-up ahead of saying, no, it's main event, so why don't you go to the back, find any member of the Paragon, and we'll have ourselves a tag team main event tonight. And Ziggler's like, okay, well, I'll do you one better, boys, because you sure would love to get your hands on me and any member of the Paragon. Why don't I go to the back, why don't I go find the ECW World Champion? And why don't we have ourselves a tag team match tonight, me and Warden against you two? So yeah, main event set, tag team match, Adam Cole and Sheamus against Warden and Dolph Ziggler. And now I'm going to go back and make sure I take Adam Cole out of the Paragon. Our opening match gets a 79. Following on from their backstage interaction last week where Ashanti, you know, was down bad. He's wrestling Apollo. He's even wrestling the Messiah. Apollo is doing the wrestling this week. And he defeats Ashanti the Adonis in 11:23 with spin out powerbomb. 77 for Apollo. 63 for Ashanti. And yeah, nice win for Apollo, you know. I know Moose also lost last time we saw him, but Apollo, I don't think, has won since he's come back, and also he's better than Moose, so he gets the win here tonight. We then cut backstage, Ava Raine and Paul Heyman in the GM's office, and Heyman goes, well, I guess that's our main event set tonight. ECW champion Warden, teaming with Adam Cole, teaming with Dolph Ziggler, the former champion, against Adam Cole and Sheamus, his #1 contender for Saturday night's main event. So, Ava, you know, why don't you go and find Warden and let him know about this main event here tonight? And she goes, I actually already planned to go speak to Warden about something important anyway, so, you know, I'm doing it, but not because you told me to. And she walks off. And then Jey Uso walks in. The crowd goes mental, goes, yee, yee, yee. He goes, wise man. He goes, yes, Jey. He goes, check it, last week, that gauntlet match, it was mine, oos. But Solo and them damn Tongans keep getting their nose stuck in my business. There's got to be something we got to do about it to end this bullshit once and for all, oos. And Heyman goes, listen, my tribal chief, he's not here tonight. And neither is Jimmy. So, when they come back and they return to ECW, then we can get our revenge. It will be too reckless for you to rush in and try and take down Solo and the Tongans now. Because, you see, even in this office, there are now members of this family breathing down my neck. Okay? But make one thing perfectly clear, Jay. It's far from over. It won't be over until we put that fake bloodline down and Roman Reigns can be acknowledged once and for all as the one and only eternal tribal chief. And Jay goes, I don't know about that use, but you do you. Yeet. Oh. 80 rated tag match. Alba Fire carried the match as an in-ring performance. Maybe she's next up for a big spot and a big... Well, actually, no, technically it's tag team chemistry, so I can't really tell how she's doing singles matches, but she did a good job carrying this match, is all I'm saying. Next Gen have a tag team match. Tracy Sharrow and Nene Yarazawa, who have sort of become the tag team portion, because Nene's the powerhouse, and Tracy, I guess, is like... She's not really the speaker, because Kathy Cool is the speaker, but she's just, the talker, charismatic one, I guess. I don't even really know about in-rings. I should have taken note of their in-ring stats but while I was doing the singles matches, but I didn't. Anyway, they win. Tracy Sharrow pins Iona Webb with an Olympian cutter in 11:37. 66 for Nene, 68 for Tracy, 65 for Webb, and 82 for Fire. After the match, Next Gen, they're in the ring, they raise each other's arms when Sasha appears on the Titantron. Her Indian kin, they're on another vacation. They're poolside somewhere else. And she goes, oh my god, congratulations, girls. Big win, welcome to ECW. How do you like the place? The place that I built. This women's division that I built. We've definitely had our history, all of us. But and I'd love to be there tonight to congratulate you on your tag team victory. But, it's vacation day. I just defended my championship a couple of weeks ago, so we're actually not there tonight. We're actually not going to be back over the entire holiday period. I'm spending my holiday period with the people who matter the most to me, which is me, my championship, and everybody that helps me keep a hold of it. And Kathy just grabs the mic and she goes, of course, now we're here, and you can't hide over here while we were trapped on Heat because of you and Kiana. Now is the perfect time for you to take a vacation course, yeah. Perfect timing, Sasha. How convenient that is of you. It doesn't matter. You can vacation for a week, for a month, for a year, 5 years. We'll still be here waiting for you when you come back. So, take as long as you need, girl. Please. We then see Ava, and she's got the rest of the new bloodline behind her, and they approach Warden. Warden's got a towel over his shoulder. And he's all he looks a little bit concerned as they approach him. And she goes, hey, champ. I'm sure you heard earlier on tonight, that challenge made by Adam Cole and Dolph Ziggler and Sheamus in the segment in the side of the show. Warden goes, I heard it. And Ava goes, so, tonight in our main event, you will be in tag team action teaming with Dolph Ziggler against Adam Cole and Sheamus. Warden goes, yeah. I don't really like any of those guys. I've had my problems with Cole and Ziggler in the past, and Sheamus is coming for my championship. This could be a statement win for Warden. And Ava goes, great, I'm pulling for you, because don't forget about the little thing. And Warden's like, what thing? And you made it perfectly clear, before Survivor Series, that you were coming. Coming was the threat you made in regards to Solo Sikoa and the new bloodline. And Warren goes, that's right. I've taken care of Roman Reigns and the Usos. Now it's my time to turn my attention to Solo. He's next. And then Solo steps in his face and he goes, big words. We look forward to you. And he sort of walks away. And then Warden walks off his own way. So yeah, Warden is set for the tag team match later on tonight, but there is tension between him and Solo, of course. We then cut to the ring. Joe Hendry's out there. And he says, ladies and gentlemen, you don't even need to say my name, and yet here I am appearing with a special holiday gift for you. You see, it's holiday season, in a couple of weeks' time, and I thought I'd give you an early Christmas present. You see, Joe Hendry, I recently signed a record deal with Titus World Records, and my music will appear on their debut album, release date patent pending. But that's not why I'm out here tonight. Tonight, I want to give you my greatest masterpiece yet. You see, my family has been at loggerheads recently because of interference from Hollywood A-list star Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Now, Dwayne, he came in out of nowhere and he ruined things with my family. He screwed things up by turning on my big oos Roman Reigns and helping Solo's bloodline win at War Games. Which is why I don't take that lying down. There's one thing I love. It's my family. My part in the Anoa'i family can't be understated. So, Rocky, I look around here and it's pretty obvious what you're doing. You're abusing your power. Okay. I see what's happening here. Your box office success started to fade. You don't even know how you feel. It's adorable. Well, it's nice to see that Rocky's never changed. Open your eyes, stop and breathe. Yes, it's really me, Joe Hendry, now believe. Commentating a lot, your pecs, they pop. To cover for your latest flop. What can I say except you're welcome? For the clout, the clicks, the views. Hey, it's okay, you're welcome. I'm just a funny little Scottish oos who has 2 thumbs and tequila too, and killed the DCEU, that's you. When PR gets cold, which fan base still welcomes you home? You're looking at 'em, yo. Oh, but I grabbed the brass ring. You're welcome, by doing nothing else but sing. So now that your time it is free, you're welcome to fill your bottles up with pee. So what can I say except you're welcome for your fading popularity. There's no need to cry, it's okay, you're welcome. 'Cause now you get to work with Joe Hendry. You're welcome, you're welcome. Well, come to think of it, Dwayne, honestly, I could go on and on. I could bring up all of your box office bombs. Red One, Black Adam, Doom, all why WWE has hit a new boom. Roman, he beat you just like LA Knight. Old man Rocky, he can't get anything right. What's the lesson? What is the takeaway? Ruin is a has-been who can't seem to stay away. And the barbel drawn on your skin covers up that it is paper thin. Nobody wants you, no one stops you from leaving. All other people and Hendry, they can't stop believing. Well, anyway, let me say you're welcome for your new role in TKO. Hey, it's okay, you're welcome. 'Cause surely you had nowhere else to go. Hey, it's your day to say you're welcome. It's time to say goodbye. I see you Saturday, you're welcome. And I'm more of a Vin Diesel guy. You're welcome, you're welcome. And thank you. Obviously big pop, because he sang a song about The Rock. Joe Hendry sang a song shitting on The Rock. And he says, what do you say, Big Goose? How you feeling? Then cut backstage. Ava Rain's on her phone and we like... It's obviously implied that it's The Rock on the other end of the phone. She goes, yes, I know, I saw it. I know, I was trying to take it off the air. I don't understand how you think you can get away speaking to you like that. Uh-huh. Saturday. And you're definitely, your calendar's free. You're definitely going to make it. Your free time, okay. You'll make sure you free time. Okay, well, I'll get that announced just right now. And she sort of hangs up. Because, ladies and gentlemen, what you just saw on ECW was not sanctioned or, the words of Joe Hendry do not represent ECW and the ECW Board of Directors and WWE and TKO. Such slander for a TKO board member, a most powerful man in WWE, can't go without punishment. So I've just got off the phone with the great Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and he let me be known that it is official. He will be present in Long Island this Saturday night for Saturday night's main event. And on that show, he will go 1-on-1 against Joe Hendry. Bang! There's a match. the Rock and Joe Hendry 1-on-1 at Saturday night's main event. Should be... I'm not going to say it should be a hoot or a barn burner or anything, because who the fuck knows what it's going to be. But it sure will be a match. It will be one of the matches that happens at Saturday night's main event. Let me tell you. 54. Just a short little match. Hook defeats Karrion Kross with the Red Rum in 5 minutes and 6. 66 for Karrion, 55 for Hook. And yeah, after the match, Hook got his arm raised when Shinsuke and Shibata appear on the Titantron again. And it's subtitled. And Shinsuke says, "We see potential in Hook. Hook, his demeanor, his attitude, it fits well in our sort of style. So we took out his competition so we can teach Hook the ways of becoming generational." This is a funny story, right? So I began the Hook, Shibata, Nakamura, Dudley's thing last week, the new breed against these guys, the New Musketeers, because I thought that's a good sort of mid-card feud to keep these guys on TV, and also can finally kick on the new breed to be the level that they need to be. But the contracts of the two Dudleys came up recently, and obviously I was like, oh, okay, so I need to extend them because they're now going to be a part of an important story on ECW in the mid-card. But turns out that the one Dudley, I can't remember which one, if it's Terrell or Terrence, whichever one it was that kept getting stung by fucking steroids, so I had to keep suspending him or whatever. Turns out he hates me in the game. He has a strong dislike for me in the game because of how I handled the situations involving him, I guess. And he told me he didn't want to work for me, so I can't re-sign him. So he can fuck off, actually, and we can shit on him here, and yeah, you weren't getting over anyway, buddy. So adios, and we'll move on with Hook feuding with these two by himself. Maybe they can be our version of, Shibata, Hook, and Joe, except, we don't have Samoa Joe in it. So that makes it automatically less cool. We've got to wash Shinsuke instead. Ruby Riott promo. Just her hyping herself up as the greatest women's champion here on ECW. Outsmarting everybody, being 2 steps ahead of everybody else. And Blair Davenport gets another opportunity to try and take her championship, but we all learned that Blair Davenport is a loser, etc., etc. And at Saturday night's main event, it'll be no different when Ruby retains the championship. We then cut to Gorilla, and we see Liv Morgan and Sonya Deville, watching that segment. And Kelly's like, Liv, you've got a match coming up next against JC Jane, but we just saw Ruby Riott just now, ahead of her match on Saturday night, and Liv's like, that's what the thing about Ruby is, Kelly. 4 years ago, me and Ruby were best friends, and I knew Ruby deserved everything she got. But the way she's gone about it, it's typical Ruby. Nobody else matters apart from herself, and she's projected her way to the top of the card. Congratulations. I've fallen off after I became champion 4 years ago. I was actually champion before Ruby, and defeated Ruby many, many, many times to retain my championship. But let it be known that if I can get back up there, Ruby, you can't pull that same mind tricks on me because I've already experienced all that. You've already gone through all of that with me. I'm the one person that you can't do that to. I'm the one person that you can't beat. So you best be praying that I don't get myself near that women's championship because it will be over for you. Watch me. Liv comes out for her match with Gacy Jane. Gets a 74. Liv Morgan wins the singles match in 8 minutes and 37 with an Oblivion. 71 for Liv, 68 for Gacy Jane. Through gritted teeth, you can see what's happening here because there's an obvious story that I can tell, and it's there you go, Colton. Liv wins. Hurrah. Then see Kevin Owens. He sat in his car, like somewhere we do the Kevin Owens car promo. He says, last week, I stood out in the middle of the ring. I was ready to explain myself to the world. But all I was doing was getting showered by boos because all these fans, they believed and bought into Kyle O'Reilly's omnipotent god bullcrap. Okay? I remember Kyle O'Reilly when he first broke into this industry. He was a scared little small boy. And now he parades himself around here as a god. I don't know, is it some sort of complex that he's sort of making up for something, overcompensating? Who knows? All I know is Kyle O'Reilly's lucky to be the television champion right now because I should be the television champion. Not once, but twice. I should have had that championship. First, back at High Voltage because of that BS championship scramble thing that I thought we'd left in the past 16 years ago to die alongside Snitsky and Heidenreich. Now, we have our championship match and Kyle O'Reilly, he ekes out the victory. He cheats to win. And then he dodges the rematch because he got defended against Austin Theory and a bunch of other jokers that aren't on my level. I've had enough of being nice. I try and I try and I try to be this good guy that you all want me to be. But the people in this industry, they don't care about you. They chew you up and they spit you out, and Kyle O'Reilly's no different. He's no different to Sami Zayn. He's no different to Adam Cole, to anybody. But it's okay. Because I, Kevin Owens, will save you from this reign of the god, this false god who walks around here believing he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. When he's able to walk again, I'll be waiting for that championship opportunity. But for now, it's time for me just to do my own thing and prove that nobody else can do this like me. And there you go, next week. That is the only thing we have officially set for next week's episode of ECW. Kevin Owens is back in action. We don't know who he's against, but he will take somebody on in singles action after betraying Kyle O'Reilly at the end of ECW 2 weeks ago. Plus, we have finalised the ECW end of the card for Saturday night's main event. The first thing we learnt last week, Sheamus wins the gauntlet match in somewhat surprising fashion, but he will challenge Warden for the ECW World Championship at Saturday night's main event this weekend. Plus, it's now official. Don't scratch your eyes, don't adjust your sets. You are seeing that match graphic on your screen. The Rock, the final boss, will be in action at Saturday night's main event, and he'll take on Joe Hendry. 87. I'll take that, sure. Not too bad. This is... Booking this match, I got why we never see all-star tag matches on television, I still don't like it, but I got it. Because it took me ages to determine who I wanted to actually win this match. Because, my thought process was Adam Cole's just come back, so he should probably win. Sheamus has got the title match, so he should probably win. Dolph Ziggler just lost last week, so he should probably win. Warden's the champion, so he should probably win. But what I settled on was Dolph Ziggler and Warden do win. Sheamus and Warden, they get involved into a fight. It's a slugfest. Because I believe the best way to hype up Sheamus and Warden isn't through, like, you know, a fight or, like, a war of words of I'm going to beat you, I'm going to beat you. It's just two big men hitting each other. So they fight off. They start brawling with each other, you know, smacking each other, smacking meat through the crowd, which then leaves Adam Cole and Dolph Ziggler alone in the ring. And actually, no, they don't fight through the crowd. Just Warden, you know, takes Sheamus down on the outside because Warden's the one who gets the pin on Adam Cole in the ring. Because Adam Cole, you know, he takes down the Paragon or Dolph Ziggler on the outside, but Cesaro and the Fritz brothers do come out, and the numbers game catches up to Adam Cole, and Warden pins him with a powerbomb to win the match for the team. 74 for Sheamus, 92 for Adam Cole, 91 for Warden, and a 74 for Ziggler. But yes, Warden, the ECW champion, stands tall over Adam Cole. Then him and Sheamus fight off. The actual brawl between them takes place after the match. I got mixed up. Yeah, they brawl through the crowd, they bump meat, and they go to the back. And then the Paragon, you know, just 4-on-1 assault Adam Cole and stand tall over him, you know, rubbing it in that, you know, they're stronger than ever. He's got nobody. And yeah, did Adam Cole make a mistake by, I don't know, being selfish in Dolph Ziggler's eyes? It's an 82 rated show. Pretty good ECW, especially considering there wasn't much in terms of Bloodline storyline this week. So, like, that's the feud that's been carrying ECW most weeks, and, you know, we got basically a week off this week. And yeah, I still thought it was a pretty good show. I'm as well those what you thought of the show. Do let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time for SmackDown, their final show before Saturday Night's main event. See you then.